guys, welcome back. Wow, how has my channel grown over the past, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks? I've got quite a few new subscribers. For all of you who are very new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I've had a couple of life events that I think are responsible for the growth in my channel. People are very, very quick to Google you, and I am totally fine with that. I'm excited to be back with you. As you can tell, I've got different surroundings, and that is because I've moved from the Bay Area to Atlanta, and I'm loving it so far. It's been a really welcome change and an amazing, amazing transition. I know that I go by the pseudonym, I don't know what to call it, of Bay Area Brandy. That's going to have to change, so I have to figure out what to call myself and my channel. But first of all, before we get into the goodies of this video, I wanted to take a moment to connect with you and just share with you a little bit about me, especially since we've got new subscribers. I don't know if this is the point at which I have enough subscribers who would care to do a Q&A, but if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below and I will do an answer video. But I am an executive and I'm a professional. And I also happen to love luxury and beauty and fashion. And so I also love social media, and that is why I'm on YouTube. It is probably unusual for someone like me to be on YouTube, and that's okay with me. I really believe in showing up as your whole self, both in your personal life and professionally. And so I know there are a lot of people watching who might know me professionally, and it's interesting as I've made this transition, people have come up to me going, oh, hey, I know you have a YouTube channel. I love it now that you're leaving. And I am not embarrassed about the fact that I have a YouTube channel. I love doing this. And so if you want to come by and walk up and talk to me about luxury or fashion or something that you saw, I'm really, really happy to do that because that's just what I love. I don't do this channel as a means to brag about what I get and what I buy. It's only in a means to share what I love with you guys. I know that if I'm thinking about making a luxury purchase, it's always been helpful for me to go onto YouTube and just check out what people are saying about that item. And also it's interesting to see what people get. I'm one of those people who are genuinely happy with when people have good things happen in their life, whether it is a baby, whether it is a promotion, or whether it's something amazing, you bought a house or something amazing that you've bought. I think that those things should be celebrated. I am not, if anyone knows me, a superficial person. That is not how I roll, but everyone who knows me knows that I love luxury, and I'm 100% okay with that. So there are also a couple of other, I would call it executives or professional women, besides the professional women who work in their home, which I have the most respect for them. It's a job that is so important and so difficult. But as far as in the corporate world, I know that there's a couple of YouTubers that I love and I follow. The first and my favorite is probably a girl in Boston. One of my pipe dreams is to go shopping with her. I would fly to Boston just to hang out and shop with her. She has amazing taste. She's got wonderful friends. She's got an amazing stylist, I think named Alicia Daniels, who one day I hope to work with. And I just love her videos. She does her daily outfits. I think we're around the same age. And I just love watching her. And then the second one is Dominique Soxy. I hope I'm saying that right. But I love her videos are so professional. They're such high quality. She does tutorials, and she's just so honest and real. And so I'm not the only one doing out there, and I'm sure there's other people too. Shea Whitney is another one of my favorites. She's also mentioned that she is a professional in the corporate world. So there are others of us who are out there, and I think it's great. So the one thing that I do ask is, I know that some of you watching do know where I work and do know certain details about my life. And the fact that this is a completely wide open channel is not lost on me. The fact that I'm on social media means I'm discoverable about anyone. I just ask that you don't leave any details that would lead to where I work or, specifically where I live or anything about my family in the comments. And that's just out of respect to, my family, and it will allow me to continue to do this channel and deliver really, really good content for you. I would hate to have to go offline because somehow my privacy was violated. So I know I've got an awesome community of people. You guys have been amazing to me, and I'm sure that won't be a problem, but I did have to put that request in. So like I said, if you've got more questions about me, my life, my family, how do you do this? How do you afford luxury? I am happy to answer all of it. And then the last programming note I will say at 4.5 minutes into this video is I did actually make a decision. If you watch my last video, which I'll link below, I had a dilemma between some bags from Chanel that I was going to buy, and I did select one, and then I got a bonus one that I didn't even know existed. So I'm excited about that. As I make the transition from the Bay Area to Atlanta, I don't have all my stuff with me, and so you'll have to bear with me as I create content, because normally I'm used to having my whole swath of things. On my channel, I show and unbox about half of what I actually get in a certain period of time, so sometimes it takes a little bit longer. These earrings I bought at the same time that I bought the other 2 items that I'm mentioning. So stay tuned for that. That is coming soon. It's probably going to be a few weeks before I'm able to film it and get it uploaded, because it really depends on my back and forth between San Francisco and Atlanta. So, okay, done. Enough chatter. Now let's get into the reveal / unboxing. So I'm going to start with some makeup items. Of course, I went into Sephora because I'm basically trying to create duplicates. I've got my makeup here at home that I put on in the morning, but specifically on my lipstick, that's really the only thing I have the time or the patience to touch up during the day. I wanted to make sure that I had some duplicates in my office. Now, did I actually end up buying duplicates? No. I found a whole bunch of other stuff that I found super interesting, and I will start with what I got on my trip from a trip to Nordstrom. I will say the Nordstrom in the Atlanta area, at least where I'm located, and I won't be specific about that, is so much less impressive than all the other Nordstroms that I've ever been in. The selection's not great. The service is not quite as good, but I still love it anyway. I might end up being a Saks and Neiman Marcus girl, though, going forward if I remain where I am. But anyway, I picked up 2 items from YSL. The first item is in this box, and it is the Rouge pour Couture. I always embarrass myself. Oh, wait, oh no, she gave me the wrong thing. So this actually was a duplicate of something that I already own, but I asked her to give me the other thing that she showed me, and she didn't. So I had picked this up first. This is the number 5. I've talked about this before. This is super long lasting. I love it. I now have 3 of these. One from the first time that I bought it that's almost gone, and a brand new one that I bought that's actually at work, and then I'll have this one. Darn it. I have to go back and now get the other one. YSL has a new sort of lip balm / color gloss that's out right now, and it is beautiful and hydrating, and it's just something that you can throw into your bag like a chapstick, but it has stuff in there that's really good for your lips. That's what I intended to buy. The second thing that she recommended to me is in this package. I'll stop showing the packages, especially YSL. They're all gold. It's called The Shock, and it is a mascara. I have not yet tried it yet, but the woman who was working with me said normally she has no lashes. If she has on mascara, you just can't even see them, and her lashes looked great. So I have actually very naturally long lashes, but they're not very full. So I'm hoping that this will give me some volume. If not, this will be going right back, because I have another item that Tati from Glam Life Guru was talking about as her holy grail mascara that I'm really wanting to try, that I bought as well. So this is called The Shock. Excuse me, it's by YSL. Those are the only 2 things that I bought from Nordstrom. And I intended to buy some earrings, but I didn't. So there we go. Then I moseyed on over to Sephora, and I bought a few things. If you've been watching my channel for the past few months, you will know that I actually am really into Shiseido skincare now. I think they make such great products. I stumbled upon them by choosing their cleansing oil, and since then I bought a moist, like a toner, I would call it, and then I wanted to branch off. Oh, geez, the glare. I'm sitting right in front of a window, so sorry. I wanted to branch off into, you guys can't see that. their moisturizer. Anyway, this is Shiseido Ibuki Protective Moisturizer, broad spectrum SPF 18 sunscreen. I tried it on my hand. It felt really good. I've been really excited about their products. I've never been disappointed by what I've bought from them. And so I decided to try their moisturizer because I was out of a daily moisturizer. For those of you who don't know, I generally use Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. So I'm really sensitive to, I don't want to put moisturizer and then more moisturizer on my face. So whatever I use has to be really good quality and absorb into my skin so that I won't be a grease ball at the end of the day, since I'm actually using 2 layers of moisture. I think it's super important to keep moisture in your skin as your skin ages. I am in my 40s, and I want to make sure that I make sure my skin is nice and hydrated, because you lose volume, you lose hydration as you get older. Okay, the next items I'm going to talk to you about are 2 Marc Jacobs items. So I'm going to take a chance and put this on screen because it's black. There we go. The first one is this Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. Like I said, I need volume in my lashes. I am super excited about this item. Honestly, I'm going to pick between the Marc Jacobs and the YSL. I'm only keeping one. I don't need more than one mascara. I also really love drugstore mascaras, but I'm still looking for that holy grail product that I feel like I'm going to use forever. I was thinking this morning about mascara. Yes, this is what I think about in my spare time. And I was remembering back to my high school days when I used the 2000, was it the 2000 calorie? I can't remember, but I loved Max Factor products. So I used a ton of Max Factor. They've disappeared. I think there was some scandal around the company, at least in the US, but I really, really love their mascara, and I haven't found anything that I really, really love like that since. The second item here is another Marc Jacobs gloss. If you recall, I think I did a haul. It was part of my Banana Republic Sephora haul, and I bought a gloss there, and I wanted to buy a duplicate. This isn't the exact same color. This is called Rebel Rebel. And I will swatch it for you a little bit. It's kind of like a, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, kind of like a mauve, but I'm just loving their gloss. Their gloss is just so beautiful. It's long lasting. It gets amazing reviews, and I figure, I can interchange. It's a gloss. It's not a ton of color, but I could put this on at home and then use the one that I just put in my office desk drawer during the day to touch up. The next item I got was my first foray into Anastasia lip glosses. Oops. Here we go. And this color is called Socialite. And I have been encouraged by a friend, if you're watching, hi, to start to put more color on my lips. And I mentioned in videos in the past that I typically do this, but I wore a red lip recently and I got some positive feedback, so I'm trying it again. This is Socialite. Oh, that's the tube, and this is the color. And what I noticed about these, that's what it looks like on my skin. What I noticed about these is they last so long. I tried this in Sephora and then bought it, walked around all day, did some other errands, and I noticed it was still on my lips. I think I went to Sephora around 3 or 4 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, I still had lipstick on. It wasn't like perfect, but it was still there. So I'm really, really impressed. I might end up buying more of these. Originally, I had picked up 3 of these, but I'm like, Brandy, stay under control. You don't need 3 lip glosses that you now have to duplicate between home and work. The last item I bought was my highest end item. Oh, by the way, I had a 10% off VIB Rouge coupon, which was great. So I got everything that I'm showing you for 10% off. But this I got, let's see, I'll show you the box, which is not that interesting. This is a Tom Ford product, and as you guys know, one of my holy grails is the Tom Ford eyeliner. His stuff is pricey, but it is worth it. The eyeliner is about $52, but I'm telling you, it lasts and lasts and lasts. And I was really impressed with this product. This is called, right here, is called the Patent Finish Lip Color, which means it has shine, and I love shine on my lips. And this color is called Red Corset. And it's not what you would think, though. It's more of a, shoot, Drat, I didn't think it had to do this. So it's a pump type situation. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. I wasn't patient. Ah. Okay, so that's the color. So not exactly what you would expect, right? Because it's a little bit more berry. I would expect red corset to be a red, like a ruby woo red or something like that, but it's not. It's more of a berry, and that's what got me excited. I'm more confident wearing colors like that than I am a classic red. So that is the, oh, no, I lied. So there are two other things that I bought. I've not recently been happy with the way my blush is applying. It's splotchy, it's too dark, it's too light, it's just not happening. So I bought a couple of makeup brushes. So this is Pro Angled brush number 49. It's Sephora's brand. And I'm going to try it and see if it gives me a better application. And then I needed another crease brush, which was kind of dense because I can't find the one that I have. This is the Pro Tapered Crease number 19. So just two makeup brushes. And then finally, I've been using the same Stank Beauty blender for a very long time, so I bought another one to replace it. I didn't know you're supposed to replace them every 3 months. I don't quite buy that. I will replace them probably twice a year and then just make sure that I wash them. So that is the first piece of my haul. So that's the beauty items. Now we're going to get to a little fast fashion, one fast fashion item and then two luxury things. Okay, so yesterday Gap was having a 50% off sale. And I decided to stop in there. Gap is usually not my thing, but I'm trying to get better. I've got a good work wardrobe, but I think I've said in the past my weekend wardrobe is kind of whack. So, and I like to be comfortable on the weekends. So my husband likes it when I wear soft stuff around the house. And when I went into Gap, I found something that would be great. As you guys know, I love black. I love neutrals. I love that kind of color. So basically, I got a two-piece outfit. So these are the pants, and they're just really soft drawstring pants that you could wear and lounge around. They've got a kind of the banded cuff, but I thought that would be nice to lay around in over the weekend or run errands or be out with the kids. And then I got this sleeveless tank. So it's just very soft, but still high quality. I don't know what the material is. I'm not sure you even care what the material is. It's not cotton though. It's just more of a dense, but still like comfy, soft and stretchy material. I'll put that on the screen once I read what the actual material is. But I'm excited to wear that just around the house and just hang out. Now let's get into some luxury. I went to two luxury stores. The first one was Dior. So I went into Dior, one looking at, again, the Diorama bag. I took a couple pictures. I will insert them now. And every time I go in there, I ooh and ah over the bag and I don't end up buying it. I actually came to Atlanta without a purse. I only had my work tote because I could only carry so much. And so I yesterday went out just to find a purse that I could wear until everything else came here. The reason I think that I'm not buying it is because you can't get a ton in it and I needed more of a day-to-day purse. So the storage-wise, it reminds me of the boy bag, just the capacity. You can basically get a slim wallet in there, your phone. It certainly fits the iPhone 7 Plus, which is what I have, and a couple items of makeup, but that's it. And I need the all in, all out, everything, mom and everything errand running bag. And so that just wasn't what I was in the market for. But I do keep coming back to it in that gold color that you've seen. But anyway, I decided I also was looking at, I didn't unbox these on the channel, but I bought the tribal earrings, which are the pearl in the front and the pearl in the back. And I really love them. I think they're so beautiful. They're classic, but they've got an edge, which I like. I don't like boring classic. I like classic with a little bit of something extra. And so I went in looking for another version of those, but ended up buying something very different. So that is in this bag from Dior, packaged up really, really nicely. So I will just go ahead and open that. They always put a beautiful ribbon, and that's one of the things that I just love about luxury. They pay such attention to the packaging and making sure it was an experience. I worked with an amazing SA named Valentina. She was so nice to me and agreed to send me pictures of stuff when new stuff came out. But what I bought is in this box. Wow, I'm gonna have to find a different filming location. I know that's annoying to you guys that you can't really see anything because it's so bright. Oh, there we go. So this is the packaging. And if I lift that up and, oops, take the earrings out, it's basically these two-tone Christian Dior earrings. They have a C and a D. And what I love about them is, just like the tribal earrings, if you put them on, the C is in front of your ear and the D is behind your ear. So it gives that extra dimensionality. And if you look closely, I can't hold it, I have big hands. You can see that it's two-tone. So the C is gold tone and the D is silver. And so you can wear it with a lot of different things. So I'm really going to enjoy wearing these. I really, really love them. And it came in, there were a couple other earrings that I was considering, another version of the tribal earrings that's more sort of on a, not so close to the lobe, but it's more kind of two balls, so to speak, I don't know. And then ones that were dangly that said Dior, which I thought were so cute. So I'll probably go back for those eventually once my spending money is replenished. Okay, so now this is getting really long. I'm going to get to the last item. I did end up finding a bag yesterday that I can carry around, and I will be carrying around pretty much until the rest of my stuff, I'm able to get it over. So I went into Louis Vuitton and met an amazing sales associate. Her name was Misha, and she took great care of me. She showed me a lot of bags, and I ended up solidifying on this one. Now, this is not a new release or a new bag. I looked at a couple of those. There was a runway bag that was beautiful. But for me, with Louis Vuitton, I love Louis Vuitton. I've got a big Louis Vuitton collection. Once we're getting up into the $4,000 and $5,000 range, I start to think Chanel. I just, it's very difficult for me to buy, a $4,000 bag that's a Louis Vuitton because I figure I can wait a little bit longer and, get something from Chanel. So this, I ended up getting what's in this dust bag. And this is it. So I ended up getting the Melly bag, and this is not an unboxing, it's a reveal because I literally wore this out of the store, but I am in love with it. This is so functional. It's so easy to get in and out of. As you can see, it's got the canvas inside. It's got a ton of pockets. When you get the bag at first, it comes with this strap on it. So it reminded me a little bit of the Artie. And frankly, if it only had this strap, I already own the Artie. If it only had this strap, I wouldn't have bought it. But because I wanted something that I could wear crossbody, but inside, this strap comes with it. So this will be the one that I wear on it all the time. I don't think I'll ever put the other strap on it. But it's got, oh, I'm showing it backwards. That's pretty typical. So it's got these zippers, which actually work and are functional. And then it's got the beautiful gold tone Louis Vuitton hardware. It's got the little luggage tag, which adds a little something to it, makes it look a little special. And I'm really, ooh, it even smells good, just loving this. So I saw this also in, was it this bag? Gosh, what color did it come in? I think this might come in monogram also, but I really want it black, and all of my Louis Vuitton stuff is monogram, all of it. I'm a monogram girl. I've got the duffel. I'll do a whole Louis Vuitton collection. I've had a couple requests for collection videos, but I'm just loving this. This is a huge bag. I think this is the largest size that they have, and I don't think that it comes in a variety of sizes like a Neverfull would. So I'm really excited about that bag. I thank Misha for her help, and now I don't have to carry around my wallet and my phone in my hand. So that is it for today. I apologize for the length of this video. There was a lot to say. There's a lot to catch up with you guys on, and I'll be sharing a lot more about my transition from San Francisco to Atlanta, myself, and other things that I buy. I know that you guys are waiting to see which bag I picked from Chanel to buy from my previous video, so I will definitely update you guys on that. And if you have any specific requests, please do leave them in the comments below. And like I said, I'm open to the Q&A video. So with that, I will sign off, and I thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.